Hello, hello. Oh. Hopefully my connection's okay. It's saying that it's weak, but hopefully it's just lying to me and you guys can see me and hear me okay. I'll wait just a second, see if anyone jumps on. If not, I'm just gonna get started, jump right into it. This is actually going to really be a quick live today. I know I say that most of the time, oh, this is gonna be quick, and I get rambling and it's not always quick, but this one truly is going to be a quick live video. If anyone's jumping on, just give me some bubbles, let me know that you guys can hear me, just so I can make sure my sound's okay before I get started. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Okay, so I'm taking that thumbs up that you can hear me, so I'm just going to jump right in and get started. So again, this is going to be super quick. I just want to share a technique that I actually learned back in August of last year, and I've been implementing it into not only my business, but in life in general, and it has been super, super beneficial for me. So I just really wanted to share it with you guys. A lot of you actually, well, I don't want to say a lot of you, but there's a good handful of you that I've actually have talked to you about this technique because you came to me with issues. And so some of you have been using this already or at least know about it. So I just wanted to share it with the rest of the team today. You're gonna guess every time now. No, it's actually burnt orange, and I am actually loving it. It's probably my very favorite so far. I love it. Anyways, but good guess. Anyways, so the technique that I'm talking to you guys about today is called the 1 hour timer. And I have done so much like trainings and webinars and YouTube videos that I honestly am not even gonna lie. I'm pretty sure that it's from Big Al, but it could be from Eric Voorhees too. So when I find the video, I'll make sure and post it in the comments so you guys can refer back to it if you guys need. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Big Al. I tried to go back in all my notebooks and find my notes for it, but it was one of my first notebooks and I can't seem to find it. So anyways, so with the 1 hour timer, it's sorry, let me let my dog out. Oh my goodness. He wanted in, and so I got my other one out, and as soon as I shut the door, he started whining, and that was going to drive me crazy. So anyways, so the 1 hour timer is basically every time something happens outside of your plan, every time something maybe doesn't go like you wanted it to, like you expected it to, maybe is a little bit negative or discouraging, you're going to use this technique. So again, it's called the 1 hour timer. Basically, whenever something happens that is not good for yourself, your life, your business, whatever it may be, you are going to set a timer and you are going to feel those emotions. So let me give you let me start with an example first. So back in October, I have been talking to a lady about the Moji Life opportunity. She was super, super excited. She was going to be perfect for the business. She was very social. She was very hardworking, driven, and like everything she does, she's just always successful, no matter what. Throughout high school, everything. I've known her for a while. And so I knew she was going to be great at this business. So when I presented the opportunity to her, she was super, super excited. And she, of course, took a little bit longer to process. But after about 3 weeks, she had messaged me on a Friday and she's like, okay, I just got paid. I'm ready to join, but I'm going to join after I get back in town on Monday. And so I'm like, perfect, awesome, super excited. That Sunday night, she messaged me and she's like, Ashley, I am so sorry, but my sister was also and we live in different states, and I honestly had no idea that she even knew of Moji Life yet, and she signed up with a different, sorry, I got a message. Anyways, she's like, I didn't know she was even looking in the Moji Life opportunity, but she signed up underneath another distributor. Stop, you two. No. And she's like, so her sister had signed up underneath another distributor in the company, And she was, of course, like, I'm super sorry. I was so excited to be on your team, but I really feel like even though I've been talking to you longer about it and I feel confident in what you're doing and I want to be on your team, I feel like I need to stay loyal to my sister and join her team. And honestly, I totally understand that. So, of course, immediately I'm professional and I'm respectful and understanding to her. And I'm like, that is just fine. I totally understand. I would probably do the exact same thing. Best of luck to you. And if you need any help, like, I'm still here to help you, even if you're not on my team. Well, of course, I say that. We say things sometimes, but we feel maybe a little bit differently in our heart. And even though I really did feel that way and I really did understand, still it made me sad. I was, discouraged. It didn't go as planned. Here I was thinking I was going to have a new person signing up on that Monday, and now I wasn't. And so the person that I usually am, I would have sat and I would have dwelled. I would have dwelled on, oh, she picked me over somebody else, or just everything. I would have just sat and focused and dwelled on it and probably wasted a lot of time and energy. But it was the first time that I actually was able to implement the Big Al's 1 hour timer onto something that really happened in my business. So what I did was I think somebody just walked in. Anyways, so what I did was I implemented this timer. I went straight into the kitchen after feeling that I was frustrated. I was a little bit sad. I was a little discouraged. Even though I understood where she was coming from, I'm still human and I still have emotions. I invested a lot of time and energy into talking to her and building confidence in her that I saw in her to do this business with me. And then my hopes got up because she was going to do it with me. But, something else happened. She went down a different path, and that's okay. But the first thing I did is I went straight to my kitchen. I set my timer for an hour, and I grabbed a notebook, and I wrote down every little thing that I was frustrated about, confused about, just every little emotion I was feeling, and I felt it for a whole hour. Because it's important not to hide your emotions. It's important to feel them, but you need to know when to stop. You need to know where to draw the line. You can't spend a week or 3 weeks dwelling about a little thing. And even though at the time it may seem big, most of the time it's something you can't control and you can't let it control your life. Now, as humans, we sit and we dwell on things. So this is where the timer comes in and is super beneficial. So I set that timer, and after that timer is done, I wrote down everything that I was feeling, all my frustrations. I felt a lot better because it was kind of like venting on a piece of paper. Now, you don't have to use a piece of paper. You can go in the mirror and talk to yourself. You can talk to your friend, your spouse. You can just think it in your head. You can do whatever you want. For me, writing is the best thing. I write everything. So after that, I realized, that I felt better. I wasn't as upset anymore. And the biggest thing was that I realized I couldn't change it and I couldn't control it. So why was I going to sit there and let it determine what I was going to spend the rest of my night doing? I could sit and dwell the rest of the night on what I could have had, or I could go back to my hundreds list, my big list of names, and go focus on somebody else sitting on the fence that I've already talked to, or somebody else that I haven't brought the opportunity up to yet, that I want to, that I have on my list. And that's exactly what I did. And in the next week, I got 2 brand new distributors. If I would have sat dwelling on that situation for hours or days, because as humans, that's what we do, if I would have done that, I probably wouldn't have gotten those other 2 distributors. So yeah, I may have lost something here, but I gained something so much greater on this side because I let go of it and I moved on. I focused my attention and my energy on what else could happen, and it did happen. So anyways, like I said, this is super short. I will find the original video and make sure I post it in the comments for you guys, but it's called the 1 hour timer. And this is huge. Like I said, this isn't even something you only have to use for your Emoji Life business. This is beneficial for life in general. If you are a positive person, you're going to get positivity back. What you put into the world is what you're going to get back, whether it's with life, whether it's with your work, whether it's with your children, no matter what it is, what you put out is what you're going to get back. Just like I said in my post yesterday, it was late last night, I had posted it, about me, like my natural habit is to always just like go to the negativity. I'm a natural worrier. My family's that way. I grew up that way. Instead of preparing ourselves for the good things that can happen, we prepare ourselves for the worst things that can happen. And so my whole life I've lived that way. And usually that's what I get back up in life because I'm focusing so hard on avoiding those bad situations and not even paying attention to the good ones. That's what ends up coming. That ends up what is happening to my life. And that's, like I said, been my whole life has been that way. So My Nana used to always tell me a story, and I think it's so true, and it's so funny because it's always meant something to me, even as a little girl, but I don't think I ever fully understood the concept until joining Moji Life and learning all these new things about myself. And a lot of you may have heard the story, but it's about the roses. So there's a scientist way long ago, and honestly, my Nana told me this, so it might be like a little white lie, white story. Hi, Q. Sorry, I'll be done in like 1 minute. Anyways, so there's these two scientists, and they grab these 2 roses, and they are from the same garden. They were planted at the same time. They're the same color, same type of flower. And they pick them from the garden, and they set them on the counter, and they make sure they have the same temperature of water, the same amount of water for a whole week. And after that whole week, they're both still alive. And the scientists tell this one rose every single day how beautiful it is, and how special it is, and how smart it is. And that rose stays beautiful and lives for a very, very long time. And the other flower, they tell over and over again that it's ugly and it's worthless. And within days, the petals start wilting and they start darkening and turning black. And that rose doesn't live very long. Well, it's the same thing, just like we do to our children. Most of us parents tell our children every single day that they're funny and they're beautiful and they're smart and that they're special, because we know that that's what they are. But if we tell them, they're going to believe it. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. But we know if we tell our children those things that they're going to believe it and they're going to be it. Woo, thanks, buddy.
What?
Hold on real quick. Whereas if you tell your children, negative things, they're going to believe that and they're going to be that. So just like with our children and just like with the advice we give other people, it's the same thing for ourselves. If we tell ourselves every day that we're going to be a rock star at sales and we're going to be a rock star at recruiting, we're going to do everything we can to be that. So we're going to start looking for any information online, any kind of webinars, any kind of videos that are going to help us strive towards those goals. So if you tell yourself and you set those goals in your mind and you work towards them, you are going to be that. If you are telling yourself you are going to be successful in this business and that you are going to help others be successful, that is exactly what you're going to do. And I can say this because this is proof, because who I was a year ago is completely different who I am now. Because I have finally believed in myself. I am finally focusing on the positive and the good things in my life and not dwelling on the little things that I can't control. And my life is changing because of it. And not only that, I'm able to help other people change their lives because I'm noticing these things and I'm seeing it happen right in front of my eyes. So biggest thing is, do not dwell on negative things. Use this 1 hour timer. It's huge. It will help you so much, not just with Moji Life, with life in general. And the more positive person you are, the more positivity is going to come into you with everything else in your life, whether it's relationships, friendships, your business, whatever it is going to blossom. So do not dwell on things and do not focus or let things get to you that you cannot control. You cannot let things that you can't control determine your life. Only you can determine your life and only you can control your life. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, but I will have my phone. I will be on the team page. It's nothing like crazy. We're just going out and getting phones and doing a little bit of spring shopping for our kids. So anyways, if you need anything, I'm here. And other than that, have a great weekend. Take your air emoji everywhere with you and make it a daily conversation, normal daily conversation, because it's a part of your life and it should be, because it's changing your life. So anyways, I love you all. Have a great day.